Hi everyone, let's talk about bed management. So on System 1, in our ward view, we can manage the beds on the ward. Whatever happens in real life, we can also reflect it on the system. Let me give you an example. So Rachel White has appeared on the ward. However, now we need to put her on a bed. How we can do that is we can left click on Rachel's name, hold it, and drag it to the bed of our choosing. Now we know Rachel is in a bed because her name is under a bed number. There's another way to put a patient on a bed though. We can right click on a patient's name, select bed, and select allocate patient to bed. Here we'll get a pop-up where we'll see an overview of all the beds on the ward. We can see the bed numbers, their location in terms of the cubicles, if they have any current occupants, and we can also see what features they have, such as oxygen facilities or railings. We can also see if they're reserved as well. I can see that these beds are free because there's no names on the current occupant. However, these beds are occupied. This bed is grayed out because it's closed. I can select bed 01A in cubicle 1 and click OK. And Andrew has moved to that bed. We can also reserve beds in similar fashions. We want to make sure that whatever we're doing on our ward view in System 1 is also being reflected real time on the ward. It is important for somebody to be responsible for monitoring the ward view and ensuring that it matches up with what is happening real time. Now, if we look at a bed, we can notice that this bed has an orange D, whereas this bed is white. That means that this bed is dirty. However, this bed is clean. How do you mark a bed as dirty? Well, you can right click on the bed, and in your options here, you can see the option that says mark bed as dirty. When you select that, you can say what type of cleaning is required. In the drop down, you can see there's a regular clean, a deep clean, and a fog. You can also choose if you want to mark the bed as closed during cleaning. I'm going to select yes. When I click OK, you can see that bed 02 has now been grayed out because it's closed, and it also has a gray D, indicating that it needs a regular clean. Bed 04 got clean and I want to mark it as such. I can right click on bed 04, and in my drop down I have the option to mark the bed as clean, and now the D is gone. I can also use my ward view to actually open a patient record. If I right click on the patient, I can use retrieve patient to open the patient's record. I can also reserve a bed for a patient by right clicking on a bed and selecting reserve bed for patient. Here I get a pop-up and I can search for the patient that I want to reserve the bed for. So maybe I want to reserve this bed for Fiona Rutherford. I can search, find Fiona's name, click select, and then I can choose when she wants this bed. So maybe she wants it on the 24th of April, and I can select OK. Here you now see that it's marked as future reservation for Fiona Rutherford. Now you can also get more information on patients on a bed. If you double left click on the patient, you can see that one, there are lots of options of things to do, but in your right hand side you can see the patient's name, date of birth, the consultant that's responsible for them, the specialty that they're under, when they were admitted, and how long they've been here. Let's try another one. Let's look at Rachel White. So I'm going to double left click on Rachel White. And on my right pane, I can see her date of birth, the consultant responsible for her, the specialty, when she was admitted, and who booked the bed. So let's recap. We've covered how to move a patient to a bed. We've covered how to mark a bed as clean or dirty or close a bed. We've also covered how to reserve a bed. These are the basics of your bed management on your ward view. Thanks for watching.